Welcome back to Beers. Oh God!
Oh, sorry.
Geez.
I gotta start the video over.
Ryan's dying.
What's that? What's that? We don't have the money to start the video over. Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Yep. We don't get paid, so we just gotta let it roll.
All right. Oh yeah, what are we doing here today?
We are finishing our ranking of board games.
Yeah, look what we've done so far. Perfect rankings.
Mostly classic board games.
Oof.
And yeah, we've got up next.
Looks like we got Viral Pus. It looks like
Vile Purse.
Oh yeah, well, or Viral. I don't know. Oh, Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, that's the actual. That is the real thing.
That's an A, right? It's a great
Give it
game.
an A. Where do you want to put it in the A?
You want to put it in the A. Yeah, but she said no.
That is not what she said.
Yeah, wasn't happening. So anyway,
she said you are not putting it in.
I said let's put it in the A.
And you said let's put it in the B, and she said no.
No, what she said was sorry, which is also in the A.
Yep, that is definitely what you say. Oops.
Sorry. All right. Anyway, come on. We're a family show here.
No, we're not.
Trivial
Don't
Pursuit.
even lie.
I actually do think it's around sorry. Would you put it above or below? Or would you even put it above Yahtzee? I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to put it above Yahtzee.
Okay.
Although it probably depends on the version of Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah. I mean,
so there's some that are probably worse than others.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly one of our local bars. I don't know if they still do, but they used to have several versions of Trivial Pursuit.
There's a lot of old ones.
And we'd play like an old 90s one sometimes, but there was also a Star Wars one that was really good.
I used to clean up on that shit.
And
wait a minute, why haven't we done a Star Wars tier list yet? All right, we're doing that next time.
That's next. That's next.
All right.
Risk. Oh boy, Risk.
All right.
I want to give Risk a B. What do you think?
Risk is fun. It can be very annoying. Also,
there's one major problem with Risk.
Yeah.
And that is that it usually ends up getting down to 2 players, and then those 2 players go until they just don't want to play anymore.
I mean, there's that. There's also so there is a lot of strategy. And,
there is,
and you can get knocked out early if you don't use the correct strategy.
But there's a lot of luck.
And also, and I don't mind a certain degree of luck, but there's a big problem about how the number of armies you get per turn, if you've played the game, it escalates quite quickly towards the end, and as you trade in, you get these sets with these cards, and it just kind of comes down to if you're still in the game. Like, if you're the last person that just gets you get your set turned in, and you get, 60 armies, and you're just able to wipe out the other player. So, in the end, it doesn't really usually even come down to strategy. It's like, did you get that big army at the end? So,
yeah.
That is a big problem with the game. And I think if just that was kind of tweaked, and I don't know if in later versions, maybe it was.
Maybe they have. We're playing, the version that you own is pretty old, probably, but
so I'd still probably put it at the top of B, though.
Above Apples?
I think so. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think it's an upper B.
Yeah.
I think it could be an S, but those problems that we stated knock it down. There are definitely times where I've played Risk where it's been S tier session, but
I really just think those the large army escalation, I think it's a point to get the game finished.
And maybe if you've ever played Lord of the Rings Risk.
Oh yeah, we did play that.
In the typical mode is it's more timed, so
ends when the ring gets to Mount Doom, right?
Yeah, on one hand it's kind of good because the game has an ending point, but on the other hand it's kind of bad because then everybody loses, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. But I think B is...
It's interesting. I mean, a lot of variations of Risk are the same exact thing. It has different rules for that, which I think is cool for a license.
I bet if we went online, you could like look up like rules to fix the issues with Risk. We'd probably find it, and it would make it into an S tier game.
Yeah, someone would be like, "Will, you see, I've analyzed the problems with Risk, and I've come up with a solution.
Maybe it's a flat.
Throw it in the trash can."
No.
Yeah, I just this is the internet.
Maybe it's like a flat army return every round, but I don't know. Okay, we're getting too much into Risk. It's
Scrabble.
A good game, but Scrabble is fun. It's a good game. I keep saying it's a good game.
Yeah, you want to give it a B? I think it's B level. I'd like to rank it
probably.
I'd like to rank it above Jenga.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking like I even think it could squeak in at the bottom of A. So
Do you think it's better than Risk? I don't think it's better than Risk.
Maybe not. But I think
I think it's either before or after Battleship.
I think after. I would even. Oh, I mean before. Sorry.
Okay.
Like I would even probably put above Apples to Apples. But if
I've had more fun, at least in the history of Apples to Apples. I've had more fun playing that than Scrabble.
Okay.
I think like today, I would probably enjoy Scrabble more, but just in general.
Yeah.
And Scrabble's one of those things that it's like. It's a good game. It's fun to play. And, you have, like, digital and online versions and stuff. Like, and even, like, obviously, Words with Friends completely is Scrabble, for example. But with slightly different, like, point values and shit. I think there are better games that build on Scrabbles. Like, if I recall, I think I like Upwards better than Scrabbles.
That was a cool game. Yep.
And that's not on here, but it's just
you got to stack on the letters. Yeah, that was
cool.
Yeah.
I think it took that and moved it up like Upwards would be higher than Scrabble.
Yeah, and I think that's as high as I want to put it. I think is actually based on playing it online. Like actually, I know everyone was into Words with Friends, but I actually played the Scrabble game, even though it's like the fucking same thing, with our friend Mandy. I used to play online with her. And the thing I liked about the playing it online was that I'll admit I'm a fucking terrible speller. Like I'm a pretty, I mean I think I'm fairly intelligent, but I don't understand spelling for some reason. I don't know why. It makes me look like an idiot because I can't spell things, but
maybe you have a foreign brain. The English language is very difficult.
Maybe, but with playing it online, it'll tell you if the word isn't spelled right. You don't have to fucking use a dictionary and all this shit. So, I like playing online. But so yeah, let's keep it where it is and go on to the next one. And the next one is my time to shine because for once I know about something that Kama doesn't.
Well, I mean, I know about it.
God damn it, Kama!
I just haven't played it.
Shit,
I haven't played.
You know about it? You know about Kerplunk?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Right. So Kerplunk, I had this game as a kid.
Not like a reference to one of our Game with No Name videos, Thin Ice, where I hadn't heard
I wish Thin Ice was on here, but it's not. So Kerplunk, for those who don't know, you have like this fucking cylinder. It's got all these little tiny holes in the middle of it, and you stick these little fucking rods through it.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of little rods. So you're creating like a spider's nest web, I don't know, of all these rods going through the cylinder. And then you pour a bunch of marbles into it, and the marbles, the rods support the marbles. And then you take turns pulling out the rod.
Yep.
And
I've seen people play this.
Yeah, so
I just haven't played it myself.
I'm pretty sure the object is to not have the marbles drop when you pull. So it's almost
pretty sure, yeah.
It's kind of like Jenga where you don't want the thing to fall.
But it's do you think it's like a more fun Jenga?
I do, because you turn the little cylinder so that when the marbles do fall, they go into your chute, and or like your little hole, whatever.
Wait, so you want the marbles to fall into your?
No, because the more marbles you have, the more marbles you have, it's bad. So
you want it to. you want the marbles to fall into somebody else's chute.
Well, no, because you can have up to 4 players. So you take the marbles, and whoever has the most marbles loses. It's whoever has the least marbles at the end wins. It's like golf.
So you don't want the marbles to fall into your chute. Then.
Correct. But on your turn...
That's what I was saying, but then you said no.
Well, yes, but on your turn, you point it towards yourself. You don't get to, like, choose, I'm going to fuck this player over, I'm going to point it towards them.
Oh, so you have to point it... So basically, when you do it, you're making a risk for yourself to lose?
Well, you point it towards yourself, and then you pull out the stick, hoping no marbles fall into you.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's a really fun game. As a kid, anyways. I would put it somewhere in the B.
Would you rank it above Battleship? Or just above Jenga?
I would put it... I think above Jenga. I know I talked it up so much.
Better Jenga!
I talked it up so much, and then I put it like near the bottom.
Well, I mean, it's not like there isn't... If it's just better than Jenga, but there isn't anything above Jenga that it's better. Yeah.
Oh, Life.
Game of Life.
Okay, question for you, Kama.
Yeah.
Did you play Life as a kid?
Yes.
Now, did you play the one where, like...
And I should say, I didn't play it as a young child. I played it as an older child. So maybe like over 10, I would say.
Okay. Did you play the version where, like... I feel like it changed over time, where, like, you could, like, almost, like, choose your profession...
No.
Okay.
I played, like, an older version.
Yeah, me too. I think that fucking version, maybe it's just nostalgia, I think that's awesome, and I think I, like, played the newer one online once, and I was like, this is shit, what is this?
I've played both versions.
Yeah.
One person, or, like, a family member had, like, the older version. That was the first one I played.
Yeah.
I played the other one maybe at school or something.
Yeah. I think I know it's, like, all random, or, like, there's a very teensy bit of strategy on the old one, but I don't know. I thought I really liked it.
I always lost anyway.
Well, okay.
Just like real life. Hey.
But I really liked playing that game as a kid. I'd probably put it personally like between maybe Scrabble and Battleship, or what do you think?
I think I'd like to put it just below Battleship.
Okay, I'll accept that.
I like the game, but I think that in my life, I have enjoyed playing Battleship more. And for example, like, so there are a lot of 2-player little games that I played with my sister.
Yeah.
And we didn't own Life, so I didn't play that.
Okay. Yeah, I had.
But we had like some version of Battleship. I think it was like a smaller version of Battleship.
Oh, yeah,
it wasn't like the
one.
It wasn't like the talking version.
Oh yeah. Just the one with the 2 little boards.
I always wanted the talking one.
I had that, but honestly, looking back now,
yeah,
I'll play the fucking regular flip it up, and that's the OG.
We would have fun playing that. Like, we could play it on like trips and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not like you could play Life on.
Yeah, I think I just have a lot of nostalgia playing Life. Like I remember playing like a lot with my mother when I was a kid, and it was just it was a fun time as a kid.
Do you think as an adult now that you're looking back and you're just like, she was playing it just being like, yep, this is like what's actually happened in my life?
Yeah, it was probably boring as fuck. I don't know. I think I'd play it now.
I mean, you can be bored, but you can also be like happy that you're getting to spend time with your child, I guess.
And I mean, it's not the most boring game. I would play it with, I can't wait till my son is old enough to play Life, and we'll play that. I'll fucking have a great old time.
And then he'll be like, Dad, this is boring.
Life's boring. What do you fucking want from me? All right.
That's a life lesson for you.
Yeah.
Operation.
That game always fucking pissed me off. Fuck that game. I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to put it like near the bottom of B, but I even put it like top of C maybe. What do you think?
I was thinking here.
Yeah, it's just fuck
and the thing is that Operation can be more fun than Jenga. But it can also just be like awful.
It makes it. I don't know if they've changed this in recent years, but as a kid, the version I played, it made a fucking terrible noise. It gave me stress. It's probably why I have anxiety to this day. Is this fucking game? Fuck it.
I mean, it's probably what they use when when you're trying to become a surgeon. They probably do that as an actual course where just like if you touch the sides and you fail automatically.
You know what? New tier. Put fuck this game and throw that in there.
But I mean, my brother likes Operation and he has essential tremors and he shakes all the time.
Oh, well.
And I don't know. Like, he's obviously terrible at the game, but he still likes it.
Jeez.
I mean, yeah. I'm not, like, making fun of him. Like, he just...
Yeah. I don't know how he does
seriously has that. And it's same thing that Lewis Black has.
Oh, yeah. He's funny as fuck.
But not as advanced.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I think where we have it is fair. Hungry Hippos.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he'll still break out Operation, and it's like, really? Dude, why would you want to play this? You are gonna lose to everybody. Hungry Hippos. Hungry Dillies.
Oh boy.
Little inside joke there. Hungry Hippos. So
it's another.
Yeah, it's all right.
You just smashed the fucking thing. It's not even a game.
It's all right.
It's a C.
I would probably put it. I'm probably gonna put it down here.
I mean, yeah, it honestly is. You just smashed the thing. Anyone who wants to fucking challenge me and say there's fucking strategy to it.
There's no strategy. You want to get all the marbles. You get all the marbles, you win. You don't get all the marbles, you lose.
You could try to time it, but is that going to work any better than just smashing the fucking thing?
Only a little bit.
I mean, I remember thinking this game was okay as a kid, but it's like...
It's not, like... It's more like a fun, nostalgic, like... Oh, yeah, I remember this, and then you play it for 5 minutes, and then you're just like, yeah, I remember why I didn't play this that much either.
Connect 4. Yeah, another shit game.
I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either.
It's not, but it's like, it's tic-tac-toe.
I would probably put it, like, here.
Maybe, I might even put it above Operation, honestly, but I'll accept there if that's where you want to put it.
I think there's a little bit of strategy when you're a child.
As a child, yes, but as an adult, like if
when you're playing with a sibling, it can be kind of fun. But as you grow older, the older you get, the more it's just like, okay, this is just too simple.
It's gonna end in a stalemate every time unless you're drinking, where you just fucking are looking at your phone because the game's so goddamn boring and you make a mistake. So it's a C.
Monopoly.
Okay,
Monopoly I think should be an A.
Yeah. It's a weird game.
Let's throw it up and then discuss it. Where do you want to?
I honestly, I love this kid. I know we don't want to discuss it, but I'm just gonna say I love this kid. This game as a kid.
I love this kid. Mr. Monopoly. I love this kid.
But it's falling down on in the list for me as I age, and I think it's maybe below between like Sorry and Clue. And maybe that's gonna get some heat, though. I mean, what do you think? Should it be higher? You think, or?
I would. I think it should probably be here.
All right.
Well, but if you want to put it down here, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's still A rank. It's not like a big difference.
I think the game is trying to make a point about monopolies. Obviously. There are some big problems with the game.
The fact that it's still around and we're still playing it now through all the variations, like the rules haven't really changed, like
right.
It's both timeless and also the original Mario Party before Mario Party, because fuck if you don't want to kill everybody that you play Monopoly with.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we can put it there because, again, this used to be one of my favorite games, but just as time's gone on, there's strategy to it.
There's a big, and this is a big plus for it, I think, in that it's got a combination of skill and luck. You got to be lucky with your rolls, but you also have to know what you're doing. You have to not overbuy when you can't afford it. Because if you buy everything you land on and you have small rolls and you've run out of money, like in the first fucking run, and if you're playing official Monopoly rules, which this is a game where like so many people have house rules and don't follow official rules.
Yeah.
But if you're playing standard rules, if you can't afford a property, it goes up for auction immediately.
Right. Yeah.
And depending on how many, like if you're playing with 2 players, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you're playing with a lot of players, it makes more sense, but it's still like somebody potentially is going to get that for less than it's worth. And it's just because you bought up every property on the way, versus if you're just like, pass up something, let that go for auction, that's like a cheaper thing just in case you get something. But then it's like, well, am I going to land on something? Like, am I going to land on Boardwalk or Park Place on the first run through, and do I have enough money to buy it?
Yeah.
There's a strategy and there's also a luck factor, but I like that it's not reliant on one or the other overly.
Well, my problem with Monopoly, as I get older, and the more I think about the game, again, this used to be one of my favorite games, is that if everyone in the game is playing based on, like, optimal strategy, which, I played this game a lot, and I like to think that I really understood a lot of the game theory behind this game. If you are playing with people that all understand the strategy and the game theory on it, it's not a fun game.
No.
Because you're going to play it fucking ruthlessly.
Nobody's playing it. At that point, if you're playing, nobody's playing it to have fun. They're playing it to fucking destroy and dominate everybody else.
You might get lucky and, like, nobody, or like maybe like, everyone gets a rainbow where like you all get a property.
You have to approach it like you have to play it as a group of people that want to enjoy it and not care about winning or losing. And it's so difficult with Monopoly to have somebody that wants to just play it casually. Like there's always going to be somebody playing Monopoly that's just like, I want to destroy everybody.
Well, and I know the strategy. I know the game theory behind it. So I'm not going to fucking sit there and pretend I don't.
We haven't even talked about making an alliance and trading properties and shit, which can get really murky.
Well, that could get good actually, because if you have one person that's playing,
it can get good, but it can get really, really messy because some people will make a lopsided trade just because there isn't anything restricting that from happening.
But I think that could get good if one person's playing really hardcore and the other 2 people are like, oh, let's make a trade to counteract him. Like, that could get good, but...
Yeah, it can get good, except when we did it against you.
I still maintain I wasn't getting that mad, and a certain person we were playing with thought I was really upset when I was really joking.
But anyway, we got to get a move on.
Okay, let's go. This, so. Mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
It's a fucking, if you have anxiety, don't play this game because the fucking trap's gonna fall apart and it's gonna ruin the game and you're gonna have to set it back up.
I always thought this game was really cool when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when I didn't have it.
Yeah.
And then when I played it, I was like, this is pretty cool. I like the what's the name of that? The whole like there's
Rube Goldberg.
Yeah. The whole Rube Goldberg thing is like it's cool when you see it happen, when you see it play out, but the setup is horrible. And then once you do it, you have to do it all. You have to set it up all
again. It's just playing for cheese. Like, I still think it's a low B though.
Yeah, I will give it that. I'd give it that.
Probably put it below Kerplunk or...
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you got something between Kerplunk and Jenga now.
Yeah, you could even put it below Jenga if you want. Whatever you think.
It's cooler than Jenga, but it's less fun to play.
Alright, let's keep
it. They both require setup, so I think it's fine.
Let's go! Pictionary! It's a classic game, but I'm not that into it. I'm not good at drawing, so...
I agree.
It's probably a B somewhere.
Probably a B somewhere.
Maybe I mean, honestly, it's probably a better game than Kerplunk. But it's not my game, but it's
probably here.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's just I'm not good at drawing either.
Yeah.
So I'm not the best at Pictionary, but I think it's a fun game.
Yeah. Right. Pie Face.
I haven't played it. You've played it,
I think I played it. It's basically you just put whipped cream on this little plate, you stick your face up to this thing, and then I think you like roll a die and you have to crank this thing, and if you crank it too many times, then the pie hits you in the face. It's a kid's game. It's fun for what it is. It's not that entertaining. It's somewhere in the seas. I don't know. It's probably even less than Hungry Hippos, honestly. So
even less? Oh, man.
There's less. It's just...
Yeah, okay.
It could be more fun. I don't know.
That's fine. Whatever. That's fine. Categories. I like categories.
Categories is a lot of fun.
I think it's like an A.
I think it is an A. Around... I'd probably put it around Monopoly.
I was going to say here, but on either side of Yahtzee. I think it's above Yahtzee.
I think... what do you think? I think it could go either way.
I think it's slightly... you can't play categories by yourself, really.
You can't, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you roll the die, you have the categories, and the timer's going off, and you're all like, shit, I gotta fucking write shit before that goddamn thing goes make this loud clicking noise. And it's good.
Trait, which is actually Stratego.
Stratego is a really good game.
It is. Very subtly good game.
Is that an S? Like below chess?
You know what? I think it is.
It's a
I'm
fucking
gonna put
great
it there.
Game. Yeah.
It's underrated.
It is.
A lot of people haven't played it.
Yeah.
I think it's a problem. And I actually haven't played it as an adult.
We should fucking get a Stratego fucking board and fucking play that shit.
Yeah.
It's a really fun game. I used to play it over at our friend Adam's house. Does my dad have it? He may have it.
One of our friends, he hasn't been on our stream or anything, but we used to play it way back in like even before middle school, like elementary school.
Is it Stefan?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, when we started playing that and we played it through like middle school, neither of us owned it, but we would play it at school.
Yeah.
And it was like the coolest game you could play at school.
Yeah.
And it was definitely awesome.
Lots of strategy. Great game.
Yeah.
Trouble's aight.
Trouble.
I think I think it's a B. It's all luck based. There's a little strategy. It's not as good as Sorry by any means.
I think that I'd like to put it right here below Sorry.
You want to put it in A?
Oh.
Really?
Oh, wait. No,
maybe like the top would be? If you think it's that...
I'd be okay with... I think right here. Below Risk.
All right. Yeah. And Backgammon.
Backgammon... I haven't played a lot of. I've never really got into it.
I played a bit with my dad. Him and my uncle.
I thought it was like, it was all right, but because I didn't get into it, maybe because I didn't really have anyone to play it with. I don't know.
I think it's a B.
A B? Where would you put it in the Bs?
Probably, honestly. It probably is better than this, but I might put it just below Life. It definitely is better than this, but for me it's not.
I think it probably is. If I had more experience with it, maybe I would like to put it higher, but I don't really have a horse in the race. So
if there's anyone actually watching this who's like really into board games, they would probably give a shit for that. But
what the fuck? It's automatic give this video a dislike for not ranking backgammon higher, you drunk assholes.
I'll admit it's a better game than that, but this is for us. What we.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
All right,
I think that's fair. So we got Cards Against Humanity, Carcassonne, and Catan, and Chess and Stratego at S.
It's pretty good S tier. There are way more board games that we have played that aren't on this list, but the fear is that if we do a list that's that large, that there's going to be a lot that we haven't played as well. But maybe we'll do another one in the future. We're going to leave this where it is now. Let us know what you think of our rankings, and we'll see you next time on the Tears Over Beers.
Yes, we will see you then or at another time. I said that before. Fuck.